Happy Friday, everybody. What's going down, clowns? My name is Sonia Marie, and I'm happy to be here. As I wait for the folks to roll on in this live video, I want to remind you that the 7th annual Wordlife Astrology Retreat to Belize is almost full. We got one spot available. If you want to come through, come on, make it happen, Captain. Hit up my website at wordlifeastrology.com. That's wordlifeastrology.com. At the very least, hit up my website anyway and check out that retreats page if you are on the fence. Yo, we do a lot of good things in the community, and we've gone to a bunch of wonderful places. Again, this is the 7th year. Do you believe it? You believe it? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Any other announcements I have to make? I'm actually going to say this probably again and again, a couple more times throughout this particular broadcast, but I want to make y'all known and known to something, or make something known to you. I'm changing as you are changing and everybody else is changing. I'm changing up my business model as well. I want y'all, this is the unofficial announcement to let you know that come the top of next year, 2024, I will no longer be offering my readings at the rates that I am offering them now. To be truthful with you, I'm going to shut it down for the first couple of months so I can get ready for this new emergence of my business and of Sonia Marie. However, if you wanted to get a reading, or a couple's reading for that matter, or exercise, or I should say take advantage of any of the rates that are on my website right now, you should probably go ahead and do that, because it's going to change dramatically. So that means you can pay for it now and schedule it for February. You can pay for it now and schedule it for November. You can pay for it now and schedule it for the next 2 weeks or so, whenever you want to. However, I'm just letting y'all know. Uninformed, what's the word? This is informal. Letting you know informally that I will be changing those rates. So you have until the end of this year to book at the rates that I'm at right now. Go to my website. After next year, I won't honor them, but you can schedule it for next year. I hope that makes sense to everybody. It's an important pre-announcement that I want to make, because your girl is changing. There's a lot that's going down. If you'd like to, one of the changes is I'm putting together these monthly newsletters. And if you would like to be a part of those newsletters, please go to my website and subscribe. Okay. I'm going to offer up more information, some modalities, different meditations, just the word and what's going on with me in that moment and what I sense in the universe at that time, outside of what it is that we talk here on YouTube. Again, even YouTube is going to change. So if you'd like to get a newsletter from your girl per email and to be alerted of any changes, discounts, reading specials that I'm only going to give through the newsletter, and I will give specials next year, but you're just going to have to be there. You're going to have to get on top of it if you want it, because it'll come and go. You did? So get that newsletter. Go to my website, wordlifeastrology.com, and subscribe. I'd really, really, really would appreciate it. Thank y'all for coming here. What's up, Aziza Herbal Green Popcorn? Ooh, green popcorn. Just Brianna is here. What's up with you? Hi, Kim, Singletary, and Ramon. Hi, Ramon, D's Delectables, Naisia, hey, Cicely, and Zena. Happy Friday to you, sweetie pie. I love y'all. I love y'all for being so goddamn consistent and diligent. Let people know that a girl is in here. I'd appreciate that. I'm thinking about doing like a little dual broadcast if I can find my phone. What do I do with my phone? Oh, there it is. I'll be right back. Hold on. Freestyle Friday. It's a freestyle, y'all. It's a freestyle. Thank you for your patience. I think I'm going to open up to Instagram today. I wasn't going to do that, but why the heck not? Gotta go with the roll, roll with the go with the roll and roll with the go. Please be prepared to put up your sun, your moon, and your rising sign if you want a quick reading today. I'd appreciate that thing there. I really, 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 really would. Let's see how we can go live on this Instagrammy thingy. Are y'all ready? Hi, Robin. Hello, Ramon and Copper Fox. What it is, everybody? What it is? We going live, y'all. In 3, 2, 1. Here on Instagram. Y'all want a quick reading before we go into any kind of readings? I wanted to solidify what this Virgo, what this Venus Virgo is all about. I believe it has gone into. Sonja is not prepared today. In Venus today, if not really, really soon, if it was yesterday. On Monday, I think I told y'all what it was. Hello, everybody on Instagram rolling on in. We don't do this all the time over here, but we, meaning me and the folks up there, decided to include you today. Ooh, and the girl is flashing. So here we go. What we're going to do today is just talk about Venus and Virgo real quick, but we're also going to give a few readings. Anybody over here on Instagram that wants to read, please put up your sun, your moon, and your rising. Be patient if you have the time, because I'll be going back and forth to my good family here on YouTube. They're putting up their sun, their moon, and their rising too. So I'll be going back and forth to take turns to see who's going to get that read. Okay. Before I do that, and while you are gathering your information of your sun, your moon, and your rising, and by the way, if you don't know, you can go to Cafe Astrology to get that information, or I suggest you go to. I suggest you go to. Hey, I just want to know real quick on YouTube. Can y'all still hear me? Somebody put up some yes, y'all's, because I muted the computer so these texts won't go through. But I want to make sure y'all still hear me. Okay, so please over on YouTube, let me know. So if you don't know, yes, thank you, y'all. Y'all so dope. So those dings don't come through because Kamau and his dad are dinging away. So I want to give you a few couple of announcements. I think I've already given y'all already. Here on Instagram, I need for y'all to let you know that my business model will be changing. So if you want a reading at the rates that they are right now, you should probably jump up on that thing. There's one more spot to go to the 7th annual Wordlife Astrology Retreat. Get up on it if you can. I'd appreciate that. I also wanted to say happy solar return to my mama and to Asha Basha, by the way. That's my niece. They are both born on 10/6. Can you believe it? Love it, love it, love them Libras. Love them Libras. Love my mama. Ooh, I miss my mama and I love her. And she teaches me a lot being my square, as you already know, because I'm a Cancer. So happy solar return to you, Mama Sita and Asha Bash Bash. Okay, let's get on down into what we're going to talk about today. I wanted to talk about Venus going into Virgo first and foremost. And the thing about Venus being in Virgo, aside from the love and the passion behind uh, being detailed and organized and cleaning things out and really having the desire to get clarity. Has anybody felt that? Not just mind clarity, but like clarity in your physical space. You can definitely blame that and attribute that to Venus going in Virgo for sure. But also know this: as Venus is in Virgo for the next couple of weeks, get up on that work, y'all. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? You may think that Sagittarius has all the energy in the world, in which it does. You may think Capricorn is like, excuse me, the most powerful worker and ambitious cat out there, which it is. But do you know Virgo energy? Virgo people for sure. But when Venus is in Virgo, we all feel this. Virgo energy, when Venus is in Virgo, gives us the desire to work. Now, Virgo is the best worker of the zodiac. Trust and believe. The best worker of the zodiac. And what I mean by that is putting your head down, like grinding, not complaining, doing the job to do the job, making sure every T is crossed and every I is dotted. So whether you are Virgo or not, and while Venus is in Virgo, you will be feeling this desire, this need, this push, this passion to get things in order with clarity. I think, honestly, that's one of the best things I heard all day. How about you? What y'all think? Yes, yes, y'all? Like, talk. On YouTube, if you're not familiar, we have conversations. They go back and forth. People are familiar with one another. We have created a family, i.e., a village. So if you'd like to be a part of that, come on over to YouTube at Sonja Marie's Wordlife Astrology page. That's Sonja Marie's Wordlife Astrology page. Otherwise, you can just stay here on Instagram and pray that I pop up every now and again and miss some very, very important messages. See how I did that? All good in the hood either way. But I would like to let you know that that's what we do over there. So what y'all think about that? Don't y'all need that? I'm saying, meaning, the way I see it is whistling while you're working, having the joy, having the passion, having the wherewithal, having the understanding. Mystic, go in the room with that. Come on now. I don't want to see that. Having the wherewithal, the understanding, again, the energy to plug away bit by bit by bit by bit. Again, don't y'all need that? Don't we need that? I don't want to speak for you, but I love for you to speak to me. You understand? Or speak to us here on YouTube. I appreciate that thing there. Yo, Virgo is about that. So get to work. Have the desire to work out the kinks and the details in which you didn't probably have last week or last month for that matter. And the reason why I say it like that is because, let's just say it plain and simple. Not only are we all changing per the real focus of this goddamn rundown or freestyle Fridays, we are all changing, but we're all healing on multi-dimensional levels. And it almost it's so exhausting, but really, really good in a lot of ways as people and situations are exiting and entering our life, as new opportunities are presenting themselves, as old opportunities are leaving, the things that we've been holding on for a little while, as we are learning ourselves through and through, calling ourselves on our own bullshit. Like a lot of that has been going down, and that's exhausting. It's all exhausting to see yourself in the mirror time and time again saying, oh, Sonja, you pretty dope on this end, but oh, Sonja, you really need some help on this end. But oh, Sonja, you kind of succeeded on this end. But bitch, if you could have done differently over here, you probably. And as these things are happening simultaneously, first of all, it can wig a motherfucker out. It can have your brain spinning sometimes, not knowing if you're coming or going, not knowing if you're secure in your own gifts and your talents in your walk and in this incarnation. For real, confusion. So when Venus goes into Virgo, it can offer up a bunch of different things, to be quite honest with you. I'm choosing to focus on two, and that's the fact that step into the positive side of that, as opposed to a downside, which I'll get to in a minute. Step to the positive side to that Venus in Virgo. Like literally taking out the emotions on some kind of level and working because you need to get to an end. Working because you got stuff to do. Working because there is a plan. There is a structure. And only earth signs, that's unfair to say, Sonja. I should say this. Earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, and whatever planet they're in, if it's a rise or a moon or whatever, earth signs marvel in practical, methodical work, execution. Yo, do not underestimate that. Do not. There's a lot of fire signs that'll be like, I don't want to work that hard. I just want to win the lotto. There's a lot of water signs that'll be like, all right, I'll work that hard, but if it doesn't go where I need it to go, I'm going to be upset about that thing. You get it? It's a lot of air signs that's like, well, I can outsmart the practicality of the thing and make it go where I want it to go. Possibly, maybe, but Earth, Venus and Virgo, Earth respects the walk, respects the trudge, respects the digging, the planting, the organization, the 2.2 centimeters of seeds that you put in the garden, and you have to have 2.2 centimeters in between each seed. I know that's particular, but that's Venus Virgo. Get what I'm saying? Now's a time with Venus and Virgo to be particular about how you work, how you execute, how you handle with care, how you service, how you organize, how you give of yourself. Because And the downside is if we get a little hairy about any of those things that I just explained, it's positive attributes of Venus and Virgo, we can go to the flip side, the underbelly. And Venus and Virgo deals with the underbelly of, denial. I don't have to do shit. I did all my work. I already laid down the ground. God damn it, Sonja, do I have to do more work? Contrary to work, but also the underside of that is like, again, denial. I don't see the work. I don't want to see the work. You understand? If I do the work, if I see the things I need to do or not be able to do, that's just going to make me look imperfect. That's going to hurt my feelings. If you are being called to work right now or rework a situation and your feelings are getting hurt, maybe it's because you had expectations that they would be better than what they turned out to be. Now you got pie in your eye. Now you have cake in your face. And you're like, oh my God, the first time around wasn't as perfect, wasn't as cool as I anticipated to be. Fuck it, I'm going to abandon it. Don't do that Venus Virgo thing on the flip side, the underbelly, the negative part, and abandon a project, a situation, or a relationship because out the gate, it didn't prove to be as viable. Venus Virgo says, no, work for it. Work at it again. Try again. Call them again. Now, I'm not saying get abused. I'm not saying get abused, get stomped on, have somebody hang up on you 20 times in a row. You understand what I'm saying? That would be denial too on some level because you're not seeing the clues that possibly maybe this ain't right. But when you know that you have to work on something, come on, you know. Y'all know when it's needed, when the meticulous execution of a dream, of a relationship, when you have to get to the bottom of it. A lot of times people don't want to get to the bottom again. I just explained we're fucking exhausted from healing and doing the things and changing. But at the same time, sometimes people just don't have that personality. There's so many people are just ready to celebrate. I love celebration. Celebration is the thing. I got Leo all up in my chart. I'm ready for a good party at any time. But premature celebration, that's another thing. That's another thing. Because in premature celebration, oftentimes, now here where I'm going, if you're the person that don't want to do the work and you're like, shit, let's just go to the celebration. I've done enough work. Premature celebration can open you up to more distractions. Premature celebrations can blow up your ego in a way in which you're like, see, I knew I got that shit. And then the next day, the whole thing comes crumbling down. Are y'all following me? Are y'all with me? This makes sense? Medea, you there? Hi, Tenja. Are y'all just listening, waiting for readings, or does this really hit a chord? Don't underestimate Virgo energy, although it may to some people be, especially Sag and Gemini energy. Wherever you have that in your sun, your moon, your rise, or whatever planets, that's Sag and Gemini energy. Thank you for the wise over here on Instagram. I appreciate you. You down with the program, cousin. What up with you, diamond? Why not diamonds? Why not diamonds and pearls and rubies? I like that handle. That's dope. Don't underestimate those, especially Geminis and Sagittarius, that Virgo energy, because oftentimes, and this is no dig to Virgo energy, but oftentimes to some people, especially Sag and Gemini energy, Virgo energy can be really, really boring and a Debbie Downer, and it's too focused on the work, the hard work, the details, the information, in which it doesn't have time to celebrate. The bottom line is we don't have time to celebrate as much. That's what Virgo energy is saying. We got to get it in order, because if you don't get it in order, here comes a huff and a pluff and the hay house is coming down. You got to solidify that shit. You got to put brick and mortars on that to make sure that the structures that you're building right now with Venus and Virgo doesn't fall. Yes, y'all. I know y'all get that. Come on. Talk to me. This weird ass one-way mirror. Y'all talk to me. I know you get that. Again, some may be tired. Some may be ready for New Year's Eve. Fuck it, I need a party. I get that. But you got to stay on the course. There's no way off of this thing but to stay on the course. Why? Because this is life. This is our existence. It makes no sense to complain about it now. You're here. We're here. Hello. How you doing? So you got to stay the course until it's time for the course to change. You understand what I'm saying? Take breaks every now and again. Yes, self-care every now and again. Be ghosts every now and again so you can recharge and all that. Then go back out. Again, with this North Node in Aries, y'all, the good thing about the North Node in Aries is that it helps us to pay attention to what it is that we need at the very, very least. Prayerfully, but not being self-centered with it. But it is about, the North Node is about purpose that everybody is following right now. The North Node in Aries. This is an over explanation for those that don't visit me often on Instagram. But YouTube knows this. That North Node in Aries is a beast right now because it's forcing everybody to be somewhat self-centered, right? But you can parlay that into the best experience possible, or you can be really, really self-centered and fuck everybody else. I'm just going to do what I want to do. But again, backing up with this Venus and Virgo, being self-centered in the best way possible about the work that you need to do sounds like making strides to me. How about you? Sounds like it's getting somewhere to me. That doesn't mean you have to close off your romance and love and connection with other people. That just means when it's time to get serious, it's time to focus. Can I get some likes on YouTube? Does this make sense to you? Please, the likes help the page to keep it going so more people can come on here and we can get different folks on in the village. I'd appreciate any thumbs up or likes on YouTube. And those that are on Instagram, come on over. All right. Okay, that's all I have about that Venus and Virgo because I really wanted that to stick out. We always put discrimination and criticism and a lot of the general descriptions of Virgo energy, but rarely do we give Virgo energy props for working a thing out from the beginning to the end, in the middle of the night, burning the oil. Like that's what we need to do right now, then that's what we need to do. And stay quiet, beautifuls. Stay quiet, please. I'm not saying don't share your heart. I'm saying stay quiet. Because also lurking are people who are jealous and who are desperate and who are very, very unclear about their own end game, their own structure. And what they want to do is pull the rug out of anybody's, from underneath anybody's feet, because they want to keep people on that level, on their level. You remember what your mother used to say, misery loves company. And oftentimes the miserable don't want to do the real work. Whether it's practical, physical work or internal, emotional work. It's all work. It's all work. You dig what I'm saying? So give that Virgo energy props as we slide on through this Libra season. And Venus is in Virgo. Oh, I'm loving the harmony and the fun times. Like I just keep hearing, like we need to just get out there and show our face. Be beautiful. You don't have to do a lot to share your shine. A lot of people get that misconstrued. Am I rambling? A lot of people get that misconstrued, right? Like to share your light, to show your shine, you got to be loud, or you have to have loud colors, or you have to be saying a thing, or you presume to be or present intelligent and highly intelligent because I know the fact on the fact on the fact on the fact. You dig what I'm saying? You shine in that way, like, but sometimes it can be so loud and so overt that your ego goes before your actual inner beauty, your inner shine. Does that make sense? Step inside that inner shine and check in with him or her to say, okay, what work do we have to do to bring this light out, to bring this love out, to be specific about our dreams and our goals and our passion? What do we have to do differently to garner different results? And that's where that Virgo criticism comes in, because criticism can be good on some level if it has a solution behind it. I said this before. It's weird to just criticize and say, oh, that headband is ugly. Oh, you got pink under red. Oh, what kind of stone is that? Oh, criticize, criticize, criticize. As opposed to, oh, you know what, Sonia? That's a nice headscarf. They have them in blue and in green and in red too. Oh, really? It'll probably go better with your outfit if it was in red. She criticized, or he criticized, but at the same time offered a solution. I can disregard it, but it landed a little bit differently. Y'all get what I'm saying about criticism? Criticism is necessary if it has a plan behind it. So get that Venus Virgo on you with criticism too. You know, discriminate your own movements so you can do something different. Oh, that didn't work last time. Ooh, that orange scarf didn't work last time. Why? Because it's about to show my dusty afro. Y'all get what I'm saying? All right, y'all. How long is Venus in Virgo? That's a really good question. I'm trying to see how I can. Okay, I'm gonna go on. Oh, I have it on my iPad. You see, I'm going through all these devices, right? Like I can't go on my phone because IG's over here. I can't go on my computer. I don't know if I'm gonna lose them. Let me go on my iPad. 1 second, my dear. I'm open to answer any questions, but please make sure you put a question mark under there or in the front of the sentence as well as behind the sentence, okay? Because I can't see. For some reason, I saw Medea just now because I just noticed her name. Venus is in Virgo, sweetie pie face, until, hello, what's today? Venus is in Virgo until, bada boom, bada bang. November 8th. November 8th. Got that, Medea? Any other questions, please? Again, put the question mark in front of the sentence as well as behind the sentence. We're going to get into some readings right now. If you want to get a quick sun, moon, rising read, put your, put it up, sun, moon, rising, here up on Instagram or on YouTube. I'm doing 3 things at one time. If you do not know what your sun, moon, and rising is, you can go to Cafe Astrology. As I started to say earlier, thank y'all for the thumbs up. Y'all so dope. Or you can go to ALABE.com. That's ALABE.com. Let me see if I remember some sign language. ALABE.com. ASL for your ass. Okay. And it'll show you your sun, moon, and rise. It'll also give you a quick little synopsis on the bottom of the page, too, for future use. All right. So let's go on and do that thing. I don't see no questions. Y'all know how to get over at me at y'all know how to get to me over here on YouTube. So make sure y'all do that thing. Hi, Latrice. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Okay, how you pronounce your name, Miss Williams? Sun in Virgo, Moon in Virgo, and Gemini rising. Look at that. We're gonna start with her because that's interesting. Please try to give me a phonetic spelling of your first name. Jada, thank you. You was listening to my thoughts, huh? Thank you, Jada. Okay, because that H throws it off, but it's actually really dope. I like that. I would be that mother to name you Jada with an H in there. But like force them to pronounce your name, baby. Okay, anyway, Jada Williams. That's Sun in Virgo, Rising Virgo, and hold on, Sun in Virgo, Moon in Virgo, and Rising is Gemini. Well, we do know, right, that Gemini and Virgo is a square. For those that don't know what a square is here on Instagram or maybe a few on YouTube, a square is contrary. It's hard work. It's something that you not only work on, but you grow from. So when a square is presented, Jada, within your personality, especially in those 3 big, in what I call the 3 big obvious, the sun, the moon, and the rise, at times you could be at odds with yourself. And how that looks is that your rising, being in Gemini, is incredibly sociable. She's loquacious. She likes to talk. She likes the power of words. She likes communication. Thank you, Mystic. She likes, y'all should see this dog's face. She had a good time underneath that bed. Oh God, it's such a distraction, but it's so funny. Jada, you go out. When you go out into the world on your rising, you attract and you put out a good time. That sounded like you was a hooker. I don't mean it like that. Jada, I know you're not a hooker. And if you are, hey, make your coins, girl. But the bottom line is I didn't mean it for it to sound like that. But the good time would be Gemini style, like because Gemini energy is very, very sociable. Very, 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 very sociable, right? And communicative, like I said, always looking to negotiate. I like Gemini rising people. They always make things make sense, like for real. One of my closest friends, one of my close friend is a Gemini rising. I always tell her, I just love the way you talk. I just love how you make it make sense to me, because I can respect it. I can respect it when it's clear, and it's void. Gemini rise is void of emotion. It's just like, these are the facts and this is it. And then Gemini also says, but I also see another way. That's why I love that Gemini perspective, especially on the rise, because it's like, yeah, he's an asshole, but he kind of have a reason to be an asshole. I'm just saying, it seems two-faced, but it's more of like a broad vision in which to include all reasons why a person, a place, or a thing can do what they do. Does that make sense to you, Jada? Now, the thing about it is, it goes against and is contrary to that Virgo energy in your sun sign and in your moon sign. So the Gemini's out there having a good time, making her coins. I'm just joking. Having a good time, being sociable, talking up some shit. But the Virgo gets nervous oftentimes by the information that Gemini is pulling in. Why? Because they both are ruled by Mercury, but Gemini says, pull in all the information, open up all the tabs on the goddamn computer. And Virgo goes, but wait a minute. Your sun and your moon, how you emotionally respond, is like, wait, it's too many motherfucking tabs. It's too much information. I got to be able to put this over here and this over there and this over there, because Virgo wants to work out all of that information. Y'all just learned that, right? Virgo wants to be able to touch all the information that comes through and put it in its proper place and be logical and rational about what the solution needs to be, if there is a solution, about this information that is coming to. So on some level, Jada, the contrary feel within you is that, honey pie, you got to know what to leave and what to take. That's for real. Meaning, like your thoughts, the words, the information that comes to you with this Gemini rising, the Virgo in you got to be like one of them weird ass sifters. That's what they call, right? Y'all remember the old school sifters? They still sell them. Like that sifts out flour or sifts out cornmeal, or the elders used to use it to drain, like a colander, like drains off the pasta and shit like that. Y'all with me? The Virgo got to learn, she got to be better at being a sifter, because not all information, Jada, is something that's privy to you. You don't have to take it all. I hope that makes sense, baby. That's a big one. I hope that makes sense. Oh, and by the way, you have a cute ass grandmother on the other side whose shoulders are going up and over like this, almost like as if she has like a humpback. And she's kind of reached over and she's looking up like this at both of us, smiling. She's really, really cute. I don't know. That's interesting. I just kind of felt like she is a Virgo, because I think she gets kind of her disposition. You get your disposition from her. That was weird. She got a lot of biscuits too. Biscuits. This lady, for you, Jada, makes biscuits and or scones, because she's showing me some bread and she's saying thank you for helping, or saying just a little bit that I did, because it's helping in this moment in time. And tell me if I'm wrong. And I can take it if you say no, that's not what I'm doing. It's cool. But I see that it's helping you to unravel the barbed wire fences. What was just told about the sifting analogy. Ooh, I hope that makes sense. You're 19 and I'm learning. Thank you. Oh, Jada, you a baby. Oh, honey, you a baby. Be easy on yourself, okay? Be easy on yourself, because what I just expressed to you, could potentially be decades long of a challenge. And that doesn't mean it's good or bad. Please don't put no judgment on it. That means you're learning. At 19, you don't know you. At 28, 29, you're going to have that Saturn return and you're going to get to know you. But then in your 30s, you're going to start bucking up against everybody else that thinks they know you. And then in your 40s, you're going to be like, fuck them, I'm going to do what I want. And then in 50s, you're just going to be sitting back lean and going, yep, this is what I committed to. So all throughout these decades, you have to navigate that contrary personality with Gemini and Virgo in different ways. Did you get that? So again, don't be hard on yourself. Just stick and move, adjust. And remember, you don't have to deal with nor service all of the information coming at you, sweetie pie. That's not your job. Don't die for people. Okay, that's enough of you. That's enough of yous. That's enough of yous. Okay, here we go. 19 actually was my favorite year, by the way. I don't see no sun, moon, and risings over here on Instagram, so I'm going to keep it pushing. It just seems like they voyeurs. Y'all voyeurs? Y'all just listening? You learn a lot by listening, so I don't blame you. Keep it going. And if you want a quick read and you have your sun, your moon, and your rise, put it on up. Otherwise, you can just listen and learn you something. Learn you something, damn it. And come on over to YouTube and subscribe so we can talk about this all the time. Destiny Cleveland. Oh, shit. Is Cleveland your last name or where you from? You probably don't want to say that out loud in case you got some weird-ass catfish following you. But Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Gemini, a Leo rise. Look at that. You are fun. Oh, I love you already. That's a lot of fun right there. Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Gemini, and a Leo rising. First of all, invite me to the next party. Hopefully, you are in LA on a real. Because Aquarius energy, for one, is the humanitarian. We all know that. And Aquarius are always doing not only for other people, but they are the best friends ever. They really have an interesting, let me take a sip real quick. Perspective on what friendships are about. And I'm going to tell you why on some level. Basically, it's because when family is close to them, it's too close. Family love and love that you just can't shake because it's family, because it's your mother, because it's your sister. They're going to be around forever because it's your father. You know, it's hard for an Aquarius to understand at times, right? Because Aquarius energy needs to love in a detached kind of way. That's how it processes information. That's how it processes emotions from a detached perspective. Y'all put up your sun, moon, and rising. If you know that AVATAR 76, sun, moon, and rising sign, then I can get you a quick read. Give you a quick read. So Aquariuses have a hard time because, again, emotions bug them out. Like emotions for Aquarius people and Aquarius energy is rarely understood because it just doesn't make sense. What the fuck are you crying for? Do you think that emotion is going to garner a different type of response? Is what Aquarius says. Understand where I'm coming from, right? Why? Because it wants to get to figuring it out. It wants to get to understanding what it's about so it can present some types of, again, solutions and understanding. Did I use the same word over and over again? But Aquariuses make really good friends. You know why? Because I can love my friend and shut the motherfucking door. I can love up on my friend, give them all the lavish gifts and attention and understanding that they want, need, deserve, and require. But when I don't want to talk to them motherfuckers, I don't have to answer the phone. When I don't want to give them information about where I'm going and how I'm creeping, I don't have to tell them. You got to tell family where you're creeping to every now and again when you got a little low down kind of situation, because family needs to know if you're caught in the desert or something. You know what I'm saying, Aquarius? But for a friend, you don't have to tell them. So it's easier to love. Does that make sense, y'all? Y'all got that? Her moon in Leo makes her hella fun, although it is opposition to, I'm reading that right? Let me go back. Destiny. Her moon, oh, no. Sun in Aquarius, I'm glad I went back. Moon in Gemini, rising is Leo. Her rising in Leo allows her to attract the good times, allows her to attract lavish things. You love luxury, sweetheart. Don't deny that. That's for sure. You love money, you love to make it and love to spend it, right? But that Leo on the outside too can be really bossy, can be very domineering, could be just, you know, lastly, and most importantly, and I say this a lot, but have high expectations. That Leo energy and its high expectations almost always makes you disappointed in something or somebody. Understand that. It's a little bit in your face real quick, is that disappointments are always the result of high expectations. People are not going to do it the way you want them to do it, baby. I don't give a fuck how much of a cheerleader you are to them. I don't care how much you invested in them. I don't care how good of a friend you are. I really don't care. It does not matter. Destiny Cleveland. People don't have to do what you want them to do. I'm just saying. And then that moon in Gemini says, oh, you don't want to do it? Well, fuck it. Switch. If you don't want to meet my expectations, fuck it. I'm over here. Switch. That's kind of weird. So the bottom line is that this is my homework for you. Find where that water is in your chart so you can make the connection of all this air and this fire that's happening. You can make the connection, okay, and add some not only charm, but charm is you already have. You have a lot of charm, especially with that moon in Gemini. But what I was gonna say is charm, and I said no, she got charm. It's more of care, concern, nurturing, nourishing. It needs to round it out, almost like icing on the cake. All right, boo boo. Okay, that's that. Nobody on Instagram has put up their three big rise, their sun, their moon, and their rising. So I'm gonna go on over back to YouTube. Again, you can continue to listen if you like. Destiny, I hope that helped you in some kind of way. I really, 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 really do. Am I right about that, Aquarius, Latrice? Good God, they're special people. They absolutely are special people. I love Aquarius energy. I mean, they're weird, they're unique, they always looking towards the future, doing things that, other people are not doing. To the left. Let's go. However, they need to tap into that heart space every now and again. Otherwise, they can be a stone cold motherfucker. Yep, I said it. My mentor, Mama Nita, used to call them Aquarius because they can be assholes sometimes. Again, that emotional detachment on the real. I'm looking for somebody else's sun, moon, rise. Why can't I find? Yeah, 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 yeah. When it is said that solar eclipse, does that mean a lot of people transition during that time as well? On a solar eclipse? No, Latrice. No, no, no. No. Mm-mm. I'm answering the question as it's written. She asked, during a solar eclipse, do people usually transition? Is that a typical time to transition? I want to say no, per astrological rules. Okay? Whether somebody dies during that time or not is not under our control, right? But you can't put it on astrology. Why? Because normally, eclipses can shake up some shit and somebody can die, but death is not presented astrologically with an eclipse. It just means massive changes. Death is more pronounced and more specific when it has to do with a Pluto transit. Okay, that's a good question. I appreciate. Tamara, how many times have we had a reading? And I don't, Aquarius. Okay, you got to be more specific. I do remember you're Aquarius, sweetie, but if you just put Aquarius, Scorpio, Capricorn, so sun, moon, rise, a Scorpio, your moon, Capricorn, your rising, be more specific, baby, if you want me to do that for you. You travail. Let's go with you, and then I'll end up with Tamara real quick. Ty, you have to go on ALABE.com. I'm glad you're coming to LA. I can't wait to see you. Call me, text me. But if you want a quick read, niece, you have to go on ALABE.com, put in your time, your date, and your place of birth in the middle of the page, okay? If not, when I see you in LA, I'll give you a quick reading. You ain't got to worry about that. I'm your auntie. You ain't got to buy for my time, girl. You already got it. You travail, the sun in Gemini, Capricorn moon, Virgo rise. I'm coming back to you, Tam. One sec. That's interesting. That is so interesting. So here's the upside of that real quick. That Gemini sun, you travail, that Gemini sun gets a lot of structure, a lot of practical movements and understanding with those two earth signs on the side of it, for sure. For sure. Okay? Because that Gemini, sometimes Gemini energy is awesome for what it's awesome for, but oftentimes it can be very, very splayed. I hope that makes sense to y'all. Like, it can be splayed in a way in which Gemini just wants to do all the things at all times, and truly there's no structure. It's just gathering the information. It's necessary in the process and getting to the structure. But Gemini, again, gathers the information and then puts it where it needs to put, and then says, okay, grow. Well, you have to make it grow The information is not going to make it grow. So the earth around you, your Capricorn moon, makes you ambitious. Your emotional nature, when it kicks in and you get tired of smelling your own ass and you get tired of being depressed. Did I say it? When you get tired of getting up out of the dumps, your moon in Capricorn says, bitch, come on, let's roll. What is going on with you? What? I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know if you're a man or a female. I don't know who you are. And forgive me for the genders, but I can't tell. But I'm going to say she because she is the best. Nah. The Gemini energy is like the Capricorn energy says, okay, it's time to not be depressed, not slide into this weird ass hole, you know what I mean? And do what I need to do. Do what I need to do. Bring all the splayed information together with a purpose. And Virgo says, your rising says, yeah, I got you. Let's do that. I'm going to look for the organization. But in looking for the organization, you travail, don't fight. Meaning Gemini and Virgo is squared. We already established that, right? In an earlier read. So your rising is going to go out there looking for the organization. And the Gemini is too busy trying to have a party and stay with display. You got to respect the organizer in you. You need her. Otherwise, you'll be living a dream that will never, ever really flourish. And I hate to be general. Please forgive me. And I don't mean to be negative neither. But I'm talking about your personality. Your personality. It hinders you from flourishing if you don't put structure. So stay with the structure instead of shitting on it oftentimes. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I repeated myself, but I think that was a good thing to repeat. I'm just going to take that. All right, Tam. It's been like 2 years. You need to make an appointment. Oh, that's cool. Whenever is divine time, Tamara. Sun in Aquarius, moon in Scorpio. Ooh, Capricorn rise. I say who because there are certain combinations in astrology, Tam, and yours is one of them, in which that come together in the sun, moon, and rise, in which you always have to be I'm just going to say a little aware. And why? It's because the Aquarius and the Scorpio that comes together in your personality, honey bun, is necessary. You chose it. We all choose our charts, by the way. We all choose our people. We all choose the structures of our lives. So you need that Aquarius individuality, uniqueness, intelligence, arrogance, the need to know what you know. And then you need, as you chose, your Scorpio passion, determination to push these weird ass concepts out into the world. Following me, Tam? However, when I see that combination, though, because Aquarius and Scorpio, and I'm sure I expressed this to you before, forgive me if I have, but when you see that combination, you got to be really, really careful because they don't like each other. Scorpio moon wants to push how it wants to push. And oftentimes it pushes because of the way your mother pushed and how you view your mother and the passion that she had, the determination that she had, and or your family, meaning that you are pushing because your family life was traumatic on some level, and or your mom proved to be someone that pushed for you, worked for you, did what she needed to do for you, but possibly maybe was just a little, I'm gonna say dramatic, possibly. Again, it could be your mom that's dramatic or your family and your upbringing that was dramatic. So you chose this makeup on some level to be the weird ass individual that you need to be, but in order to push that through passionately, you get that? Stay there. Because if you don't, Scorpio has a way of destroying shit. Understand? Blowing things up in a way in which it makes the Aquarius clean up almost always, because you are an Aquarius. You can drop your moon, you can drop your rising, you can hide behind any other configurations in your chart, but not your sun. So the Aquarius says, oh, my moon, my emotions, my reactions due to how I felt about my mom and my family life and the shit that's still on me reacted in a way in which Aquarius got to come up with the Oh, hi. The humanitarian piece, oh, everything's going to be fine. I'll clean it up. Don't worry. Or also detached in its emotional nature, which sometimes doesn't give credence and or at the very least understanding and compassion to what that moon just blew up. Oh, God, I hope that makes sense. Now, on your rise, Capricorn is trying to keep it all together. And that's a whole nother piece of the puzzle. Because look, just going off of that one example, and these three big obvious situations that I'm coming up with in scenarios and readings that I'm coming up for all of y'all, is just what's hitting me intuitively if you don't know who I am. And it is one of many different descriptions that you could have. I'm just choosing one because we don't have time to give you a reading. You ain't pay me, and I don't have 3 fucking hours to do this thing. Oh, and my computer's about to die. So that Capricorn energy on the rise, it shows up in a whole nother way. Because now that Capricorn energy does 2 things I'm going to express to you. It wants to control everything around you. So you create projects and situations out of people, and which means that you give them more energy and them more attention so you don't have to work on yourself and your fuck ups. But also that Capricorn rising makes it look like I got everything together. I'm good. I blew the shit up. I'm fixing it, but everything's good. Is that good or bad? No. It's controlled. It's stoic. It seems like you don't have no problems, even though the building's burning, you know, and it can read differently. Remember, our rising is what we put out and what we attract. Oftentimes, it's really, really hard to detect. It's really, really hard. Like I have a Leo rising. It's really, really, sometimes I don't even know when I'm having that lion face. And so somebody checks me like, Sonya, why you look so mad? I'm not mad. But my Leo rise shows it. So your Capricorn rise can show the stoic, I got everything together. Nothing bothers me. When on the inside, you can be breaking the fuck down. You got to let people help you, Tam. That's all. You got to let people help you, boo-boo. And not take on so many projects. And take accountability for when you blow shit up. And stop blowing shit up. I'm just joking. No, I'm not. But at the same time, that's not all of your personality, because I know you're a sweetheart. I know you ride for your friends. I know you're an awesome ass artist in which your passion comes through too. I know a lot of things, not a lot of things. I know some things about you in which makes your configuration, your sun, moon, and rising to be really, really beneficial. However, I'm here to show both. Utilize that intellect and bring in that weird artistic person that you are, as opposed to blowing up shit that you don't have no business blowing up, because it ain't none of your goddamn business. And you made it your business because of your Capricorn rising wants to make everything a project. I'm just saying. All right. I love y'all. I'm a go because my computer is almost dead. Dead. I hope that helped you, Tam. I love you so much. I love all of y'all, and I'm grateful to be here. Missed it? That doesn't mean you need to bark. Just because I'm getting off, stop it. She has salutation detection. She knows when I'm wrapping up a phone call, when I'm wrapping up anything. She's like, are you finally off? You want to say hi to the people? Say hi, peoples. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mystic. I am a Pisces with a Capricorn. Oh, Sonya. I am a Pisces with a Libra moon and a Virgo rising. You see the Virgo in her? She's over it. Her rising is like, get me the fuck down. As a matter of fact, it's hot up here and I'm very particular about it. I'm very particular. Get off of me, lady. But I got a moon in Libra and I want to be a partner. So I want to be close. All right, y'all. Oh, we got to pick a card. Oh, shit. Hold on, Mystic. We got a couple of percentages. Let me pick this card for the people and then we can go. Y'all got me like looking forward to the card. So let me not, you know what? Let me get my cord so y'all don't die on me. Third time. Hold on. Hey, boo boo. Hey, mamas. All right, beautifuls. Ty, ask your mother when you was born, girl, and get that information for me. Stop. We don't have to guess, okay? Just get the info, and I got you for a read. All right. Talking to my niece over here on IG, y'all. Thank you for your energy, beautiful. Enjoy your weekend. You too, Nicia. If y'all want to give me a little donation, though, you can hit up that Venmo, good God, PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App down on the bottom here. I'd really appreciate that. It helps the sister to keep on going, to be really, really truthful. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, great Mother, Father, God, and all my guardian angels and ancestor spirits. Thank you, God. All right. Ooh, no compromising this weekend, y'all. No compromising. Ooh, I needed that. I absolutely needed that. Let me tell you why. Because, doing this weird ass shit that people want to do just to please and appease them, that shit is done and over with, y'all. That's so 80s. It's so 80s. It doesn't mean you need to be mean when you deny somebody's attention, or you don't have to be arrogant, forceful, but you damn sure don't have to compromise none of your truth for what other people want to do. All right, this is the card for the weekend, everybody. This is the card for the weekend. That's what we do over here. Y'all need to come on YouTube, Sonja Marie's Wordlife Astrology page. We do free reads every now and again, donation basis. If you like to donate from the kindness of your heart, $5, $10, 1.5 trillion dollars. You can do all that. But, Sonia, can't put this away yet. The point of the matter is we do that thing over there. So come on over to YouTube and join the village. Okay. I'd appreciate that. Let's talk about this compromise, though. This is the message for the week. And fin de semana in Espanol. The weekend. Sonia, hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some minutes in it. Compromise, y'all. Compromise. Let me put this over here for the people. In the courts of ancient Japan, the male attendants were often selected from the ranks of petty criminals who were castrated. Because of their intimate familiarity with the activities of the court, they were often at the center of political and social intrigues and exercised a great deal of power behind the scenes. The two figures in this card remind us of the sleazy and conspiratorial situations we get into when we compromise our own truth. It is one thing to meet another halfway, to understand a point of view different from our own, and work towards a harmony of the opposing forces. It is quite another to cave in and betray our truth. If you look deeply into it, we usually find that we are trying to gain something, whether it's power or approval of others. If you are tempted, be aware. Rewards of this kind of compromise always leave a bitter taste in the mouth. Ashe. That's a great reminder. It's a great reminder to check your ego too. Because like those latter sentences said, oftentimes we trick ourselves and we compromise thinking, oh, well, I'm going to get something out of it. I'll compromise my truth. I'll give them a little ass. I'll do a little bit of this. You know what I mean? I'll stay an extra 3 hours because they're going to give me a reading, or they're going to give me $10, or blah, 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 blah. Is that reading and that $10 and whatever it is that you're expecting worth it? Does that take away from you? Is that on the path of you putting together or utilizing this Venus and Virgo, of doing a work in this structure? And if it's not in alignment with yourself and where you're going, then you're compromising. You're wasting time. Not really, but you are. Does that make sense? I say that because it's nothing is a waste of time. But in essence, you could be doing something else that's more beneficial. But you're trying to compromise because you think you're getting something out of the game. Don't do that to yourselves, please. That bugs me out each and every time. Trust and believe. And if you have Leo in you, honestly speaking, it is I rarely say this, but Leo energy is very opportunistic. Very, very opportunistic. Okay, so a lot of times compromise comes around folks that have that Leo energy that feel like, I'm gonna get an opportunity out of this situation if I compromise a little bit. It leaves you assed out. Sometimes literally, ass out. You get what I'm saying? The bottom line is don't compromise your truth. Your angels and your guides, your ancestors got something better situated for you. You don't have to sell your soul for nobody. Y'all got that? Have a dope ass weekend. Please and very please. I'd appreciate that. All right. Enjoy yourself. Love up on each other. Get to work. Build, build, build. And remember, you're God's child. You don't have to give up nothing. No ass, no coins, no heart, no nothing. Much love, everybody. Adios. Hasta luego.